So you've got one house over here, another house just above the display suite, and another house on the right-hand side. All up, it's 2,500 square meters.
Oh, that's big.
Right,
Yeah.
so it's a fairly big site.
Yeah.
The site is ground plus 3 extra levels. So it's a very boutique site. There's only 40 apartments,
Nice.
of which I think we're going to be combining 2 or 3. So it might end up being 36 or 37 at the end.
Right.
So that's the site here. If you come around here to actually the street, and maybe move away from the car, the street itself is a very quiet,
Very quiet, very
residential
serene,
street. Correct,
and you
yeah.
can listen to the birds.
That's it. The noisiest you're going to get on this street is a lawnmower. So most of the sites that we get recommended are on main roads, tram tracks, trainways, 4-lane highways. This is a residential side street. You get passing traffic. What you'll notice here on the western side, all of these houses are heritage overlay. So they can't be developed. So this is essentially where we're standing today is the end of the Carnegie developments in terms of apartments in the residential area. All of this is zoned neighborhood residential. So you've got this really nice aspect where not only have you got a double street over, but you also have a site that is at the end of where developments are. So residential side street, really boutique. We're ready to start construction in March of next year. So we're just finalising the paperwork with a builder. Construction will begin early next year and will complete 18 months after that. So around September, October 26.
It's cool. That's a developer. Hi.
Yes. How are you? So September, October 2026 will be completed. So you don't have to wait years for this project.
Absolutely.
You know, it's in and out. Construction will be 18 months. And when we start, it's a few more months from today. And therefore you are getting really good stamp duty savings because the construction hasn't started.
Yes, that's
so
right.
You're getting a really nice discount as well. And you're finding something that's completed.
Yep. What I really like I think we are just about 300 meters to the train.
Yep, 400 meters to the train and 400 meters to Koornang Road.
Yes, and the shopping village, it's really attractive. I've got the Chinese restaurant, we've got the Japanese,
the coffee shops.
Exactly. Love it. I love it. And also Chadstone is just nearby.
2 kilometers away is Chadstone here. And I'll go through that with you in the presentation that I'll put on the screen.
Yep. Good. Do that.
And I'll go through that with you.
It's a 2-bed scheme.
So this is the 2-bed kitchen, 2-bed bathroom. The 3-bedders are obviously a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
There is an option for gas still in this building.
Oh, wow.
So if you've got clients who want gas, we can still get them a gas cooktop if they want. I know it's a little bit out of fashion, but we can still do that.
No, we like it.
Yeah. So
we like it.
Do gas. So we built this display suite. It's accessible to the public. This is pretty much what you get in the 2 bedrooms. It's not a massive display suite, but there's only 38 apartments in the development, give or take.
Exactly.
So it's better than not having anything.
Yes. So these are the engineered floorboards.
Yeah, and I'll go through the scheme with you here. So I've got a presentation here that you can record. Yep. So essentially this is Mimosa Road, where this woman here is at the moment. What you'll find here is that it's ground level here, first, second and third is the 4 penthouses up the top. Garage will be on the northern side of Mimosa Road, and what you've got here are apartments circling the development. So I'll go through a couple of these slides for you and your clients. As we go through, I'll explain a little bit about that project. As you see here, there's still a lot of great ground floor units. They tend to be really, really popular with investors, owner-occupiers, downsizers, those with pets, those with kids that don't like the balcony because their kid might be small. They don't want their kid going up. So there are some great option ground floor courtyard apartments.
Beautiful.
Still circling the building. So that's still definitely an option. This is how the ground floor courtyards sort of look, where you've got it opening up from the bedrooms, you've got opening up to the living dining, a little bit of decking there, and some grass area at the front. So really nice ground floor units, which are really desirable by a lot of the clients. And then when you have a look through here, that's sort of a top-down view of some of the ground floor courtyards. There are still 2 available facing where we are, Mimosa Road, and you'll be able to get access to the courtyards via the front gate on the road. So there are still good options available for that. There are some penthouse apartments. This is one of them. We just sold one at 1.6 million. So that was a downsizer living in Ashburton, $1.6 million. That's the highest priced apartment in Carnegie.
Congratulations.
Sell the record for apartments in Carnegie, but it just shows you the level of interest from downsizers for a project like this. There are no 1 bedrooms in this building, all 2 beds or 3 beds. So again, the level of clientele will be really high end, because you are going to get some investors who don't mind paying for the 2 bedrooms, but really you're going to get high end, 1.6 million for a top floor penthouse is fantastic, because you can hear the doors open.
Yeah.
And I'm not hearing anything. It's really, really quiet.
Yeah.
But you're 400 meters, and I'll go through that with you as well. This is the scheme for the 3-bedroom. What you'll notice here is it's the same color scheme. This is the light scheme. What I've got in here is the light scheme. There is a dark scheme as well. I'll go through that with you in a second. But essentially what you see here is similar to what you get. Once we start building, we'll probably keep this scheme for everything, because the alternative scheme is with some of the darker paneling. As you see, some people like it, and we've got a finisher scheme here that you can have a look at, and that will explain to you if I open this up. That's the type of finishes you'll get. Some people like the darker scheme, but I think we'll end up going with the lighter scheme pretty much for everything.
Yeah. Also, it makes the apartment looks more spacious sometimes.
Correct. Yeah, and that's true. Let me go through a little bit about, I think you mentioned Koornang Road before.
Yeah.
Some of the courtyard apartments that come through. This is the 3-bedroom floor plan for the bathroom. So it's obviously got double sinks. The 2-bedroom is essentially what you see here. So that image essentially mimics that. And it's a very similar type of image. Again, tiles throughout, plenty of cabinetry, plenty of windows, mirrors. And that's it there. The darker scheme obviously goes through this as well, with the different paneling as well. So not a lot of change, but just a little bit. You mentioned a bit about Carnegie before. I'll go through a little bit about the area, and I do recommend that you come down here more often, because it's a really nice strip. So this is Mimosa Road here. That's where we are. It's a 400-meter walk to Koornang Road. As I mentioned before, I think Koornang Road is one of the best restaurant strips in Melbourne. It's Kingsway and Clayton and Springvale, but really there's about 30 or 40 different restaurants, cafes, burger joints, Asian, Japanese, Chinese, the real eclectic, a lot of Vietnamese as well. And if you really want to, if you live around here, to be able to walk 400 meters to here, 400 meters to Carnegie Station, 1 kilometer to Monash University.
Yeah, that's the beauty. My son goes to Monash.
Monash Caulfield is 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers to Chaston Shopping Centre.
Yeah.
So really you're in the middle. Just so you know, to the north, you've got Malvern and Malvern East and Armidale. That's the bordering suburbs. We're talking about $4 million homes plus. And to the west directly here is Caulfield North.
Yeah.
And again, you're looking at $3 or $4 million properties. So
Yeah.
the area where we're at, I think Carnegie gets undervalued because if you go anywhere above Dandenong Road or across where the racetrack is, you're paying 20 or 30% more.
Absolutely. So right, yeah.
I'll go through the floor plans with you as well. As I mentioned, the pricing on this is about $10,000 a square meter. Most of what is being launched at the moment is 12, 13, 14,000 a meter, if not more. I know Gurner is launching South Yarra at 17 a meter, Docklands at 15 a meter. This is 50% almost better value than that. South Yarra might be better than Carnegie, but it's not 50% better. So I think that the pricing here, and it just shows you the train, Chadstone, Monash, the park, plenty of gyms.
This is what you get.
And Woolworths and Coles around the corner as well. So plenty of amenity right on your doorstep, and again, in a really quiet side street. I'll go through the plans as well, just so you understand what you're looking at. There's one basement through the building, no car stackers at all, which is great.
Oh, beautiful.
One basement, so you're not going to have any issue getting underneath with two basements and hitting the water table or issues with rocks or whatever it may be. All come with storage. Here are the 3 bedrooms. They're all tandem. So anyone looking at 3 bedrooms, there are going to be tandem spots and above bonnet storage. The other bedrooms will have, the other apartments just have a normal car cage.
So 3 bedrooms get 1 or 2 car parks. Yeah, that's why it's tandem. That means one in, one at the back.
Correct. Yeah. That's the only way we could squeeze this many car parks into here, and that's fine. We just sold the $1.6 million apartment, 301 here. They had no issue with that design. My understanding is that we're going to be putting an EV station as well, or for charging facilities for each spot as well. Which is
fantastic, really handy, yeah.
What you'll notice is there's only one lift. The amenities are not a lot. So you don't have a gym, you don't have a pool. The best thing is that the owner's corp is really, really low. So you're looking at about $2,500 to $3,000 for 2 bedrooms.
That's good.
Instead of the $8,000 or $9,000 that you get now.
Yeah.
We've kept the owner's corp really, really low. You don't need to pay for a building manager, and you don't need to pay for a pool or a gym or a rooftop. This is essentially what you get.
I prefer this type. Much prefer.
My point is, at the end of Mimosa Road, Glenara Council has just finished Carnegie Swim Centre. Spent $100 million on a brand new facility, 400 metres down the road.
Yeah, so just walk there for a swim or a gym.
So, correct.
Yeah, so it's 400 meters.
An outdoor pool. There'll be a gym. On top of that, there's probably about 6 gyms in the area as well, and they're full service gyms. Better than your little gyms that you've got in
the apartments. Yeah, that's right.
You go out and get a proper gym, but then you're not paying. As you notice here, this is Mimosa Road. The ground floor courtyards wrap around the building here. Most of these internal have already sold, so don't worry about that. But most of these will face either west, east, or south.
Right.
If I go up another level, again, you've got the floor plates here wrapping around, a mix of 3s and 2s. That's on the first level, and I'll let you go through this when you get a chance back in the office. Again, the second level, we've got a lot more 3 bedrooms wrapping around the building. And lastly, you've got the top floor penthouse. 301 has just been sold. These are about 150 square meters at about 1.5 million. So that's pretty much the development.
It's great. I love what I hear. And the price range starts from...
So the apartments are big. So there are 75 square meters onwards. At about 10,000 a meter, it starts from 750. The 80 square meter apartments are 795 or 800.
Still very good value.
We've decided to build them bigger. We don't have any 60 square meter apartments, no 65. Brilliant. So they're all big, 2-bed, 2-bath, 75 plus square meters, 750. You do get the stamp duty savings if you buy as well.
Yep, it's only for 12 months. Hurry up.
Correct. And I'm sure we can help out one of your clients. look at some upgrades, integrate a fridge, ceiling fans, and we might be able to do something on some of the upgrade items.
Right.
As I was saying, there is still gas option. That's the induction upgrade. But if they want the gas option, that's still an option.
Yeah. So listen up. You still have a choice to choose gas option for your stove. And this is the integrated dishwasher,
the
Bosch.
dishwasher there. The integrated fridge is on your right.
And you've got soft closing features. And this comes with additional...
That's an additional cost, but we'll probably be able to throw in, depending if you've got an interested client, we might be able to do something with the some of the upgrades.
Bosch. Beautiful. All right. Yeah. Give me a call, Jeanette, 0402 182 522. See you. Beautiful tree-lined street, Mimosa Road. There it is. That's the display. Just 300 meters to Carnegie train station. Beautiful area. And there is lots of shopping at the village. Shopping as in food, amenities, restaurant, cafe. Here we are going to the display of 100 Mimosa Road. It's called Mimosa Road. This is Koornang Road.